Test, test, test. Okay, guys, welcome back for another video on how to cite one of your particular sources. And this one is going to be if you were writing about a character other than Anne Frank, and you went the fact or statistic route, which means you probably ended up at annefrank.org on the character page where they had individual entries for each character. So this is the one that we are citing right now. So I'm going to share my screen here. So everybody should still be on Google Classroom. So here's where I am, just in case. So I'm on here and I am going to this particular site right here, the annefrank.org main characters. So here I head over there. Okay. So this is where you are choosing individual characters. So I am going to just pick one and you are going to do the same for which a character you ended up writing about. So for example, if I pick Otto Frank, but you didn't write about Otto Frank, please do not cite Otto Frank. You would want to pick the character that you actually talked about. So whichever character you wrote about in your essay, click on their picture now. Okay, so here we are on Mr. Otto Frank's particular page. We're ready to go. So I'm going to go back to easybib.com, which is right here. Okay, here's my citation list that I have thus far. I'm going to click on Create Citation. And this time we are going to be doing a website. So go ahead and click on Website. So in a moment, you are going to pause the video and do three things. You are going to pull up the character that you cited on the annefrank.org character page. And then you are going to go on EasyBib and you are going to get to this particular screen. So you're going to click Website and then you are going to unpause. Go. Okay, so here we are. There is a search by keyword or URL box. So what I am going to do is I'm going to go back to Otto Frank here. And I am going to click on my URL. I'm going to go to Control-C for copy. And then I'm going to go back to EasyBib. And I'm going to Control-V in the box. And then I'm going to click search. So pause the video and do that. Copy the URL, paste it into EasyBib. Go. Okay, we've clicked search. And this is what pops up. It found it, yay, Otto Frank, and it has the correct URL. So we are going to click the cite button. Everybody click the cite button with me right now. It's going to tell us the things that it found. And you guys, it found a lot. We are going to have so little information to fill in, if any, okay? So let's go ahead and click continue. So you are going to pause the button right now. Or pause the video right now, and you are going to get to the spot where you can press continue right here, and then click continue and unpause the video. Go. All right, we've clicked continue. So this is the screen that we are looking at, and we're just going to double check. So the title is Otto Frank. Yes, we got that. Contributors, we're going to skip that for right now. The website title is Anne Frank Website, and publisher sponsor is blank. We have the correct URL. We have the date that it was published. We have the date that it was accessed. I'm going to make a couple of changes here. First of all, the website title is not Anne Frank Website. EasyBib.com messed up on this. So everybody go with me now back to the website that we were on. Good. So the website is actually up here, annefrank.org. That is the title of the website. So that's what we're going to do. Instead of Anne Frank website, we're going to put annefrank.org. Okay, so go back with me to easybib.com and we are going to just delete the space here. We're going to delete the word website and put .org. That is the website title, annefrank.org. Now for publisher, This is a website that is put out by the Anne Frank House in Amsterdam, and that it is a museum. So this museum is publishing this website. So they would be considered the publisher. So we are going to type Anne Frank House. Okay. So in a moment, you are going to pause the video and you are going to make those changes. You are going to change this one to annefrank.org, and you are going to type Anne Frank House in this box. And then you are going to click unpause. Go. Okay. So the last item on our list here, we have this author box that is not done. And we are actually going to change it from author to editor. And we are going to put the name of our publisher in the editor box because they are editing this. So in the last name box, please type Anne Frank House. Okay. In a moment, you are going to pause the video and you are going to do those two things. You are going to change this from author to editor. And in the last name box, you are going to type Anne Frank House, and then you are going to unpause. Go. Okay, so we should have everything filled in now. Now, just one more reminder. This should not say Otto Frank unless you literally are writing about Otto Frank. So if you are writing about Peter von Pels, his name should be in this box. If you were writing about Miep Gies, her name should be in that box, right? You should have the name of whichever character you looked up in this box. Okay, so just double check that. And then we are going to click complete citation. Now, I do want to remind you again, and you've probably, if you've watched more than 2 videos, you're tired of this message. But you may be prompted to either pay $9.95 or watch a free advertisement as soon as you click this complete citation. And if you get that pop-up box, please click the orange watch the ad button. You will be given a 30-second ad. At some point during that 30 seconds, you need to click on that ad anywhere, like not on a button so that you go to a different website, just like click on it. That's all it wants. It just wants a little attention. So you're going to click on it. And then once the 30 seconds are done, there's going to be in the top right-hand corner a little arrow that says I'm done, and it will let you go back to your works cited page. Okay. So we are going to click complete citation. You're going to pause and click complete citation and then unpause once you have watched the ad if you were prompted to, or if you are taken back to your works cited page. Okay. Pause and go. All right, so I've clicked completed citation, and now that particular source was added. It's highlighted orange or yellow, rather, not colorblind. It's highlighted yellow here. Okay, so that is how you cite the Anne Frank House website. See you at the next one, which everybody should be clicking on, which is the round and flat characterization and static and dynamic characterization. All right, guys, happy writing.